The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 26. Nasdaq is up 1. S&P's are flat. Gold contracts down 70 cents, trading at $12.4730. We have the silver market up a penny at $18.22. Platinum is where is she? Platinum is flat, $9.47 an ounce. We have light sweet crude down 7 cents, $50.29. 10-year note up 5 ticks, 124.16. 30-year bond down 3, 150.14, and good old King dollar up 90 ticks, 100.375. The euro's at 106 to the U.S. dollar. Yen's at 111. Last day of the month, last day of the quarter.
Last day of the week.
Last day of the week, all of the above. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner on the top of the side. You can hit that banner, bring up the exchange. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can see how these defined option contracts trade, whether you're trading commodities, currencies, indices, all of the above. So last day of the month, last day of the quarter, market was down slightly this morning. The markets right across the world were down slightly all night. So we'll see how this shakes out today, but it's going to be pretty amazing. Well, the amazing part is that if we had any red at all in these markets.
Sure.
Yeah, no doubt. If we go over to the gold contract right now, so let me show you what I did out here this morning. This is kind of it really is unusual, actually. So gold's trading at $12.4750, and what does happen, folks, on Fridays in the metal market, they can kill the metal market. I mean, big time. You know, we've been on a down streak, and it's always very dangerous. And what happened last night, after the close, after 4 o'clock, is that they had a preliminary, news story about what Dudley was actually going to say. So Dudley is the New York Bank federal president, and he is the strongest Fed there is because he has a permanent vote at the Federal Market Open Market Committee. Okay, so bottom line is that compared to what they had last night, so they had this last night. As soon as they had it last night, gold went down a couple more dollars after the market, right? Well, bottom line is that early this morning, the dollar just couldn't catch a bid, and gold wasn't getting killed. And I says, you know what? This is pretty good news in the aspect that the gold market had already opened. It had already been 20 past 8, meaning that the pit had already opened, folks, okay? And, the gold wasn't getting crushed. So let me show you what I did here. So in that aspect, I'm saying to myself, you know what? Gold can go $10 higher today versus lower. So as you go over to the Nadex platform, what you're going to see is that I decided to go into a spread that was really far out of the money. The spread here was $12.50 when gold.
That's the $12.50 to $13.00.
Yes,
right? That's
right. And where it was trading at that particular point, when you look at the risk reward here, right now it says the risk is $100, the reward is $4,900. Now I certainly wasn't looking at $4,900. Now I actually got into this trade for 10 contracts. I only put up $50 when I got into the contract. It says $100
That's
now.
I get always confused with when you don't stay per contract. That makes it so much easier, right?
Yes, yeah.
And you can see that your average price was $12.50.50.
Right.
So per contract, $12.50.50. You're dealing with a $500 spread from $12.50 to $13.00.
Right.
Yeah, you're getting, and let's see, so 7:42 in the morning. Just pull up the chart. And gold would have probably been a little bit higher. There would have been a little bit more premium, only because
there was a lot more. I paid big money, man. I paid big money in premium. I felt that. I mean, I only needed $6. That's
sure. Yeah. So I'm looking. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'm just saying gold's moved. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So the way I was looking at that now, you certainly. So when you put that together, I'm certainly not looking for the amount of reward that's there. What I am looking for, though, is $300 or $400 on $50.
Sure.
That's what I'm kind of looking for.
Sure.
You know, and the reason had more to do. Well, it had to do with both the things that I just brought up. Dudley coming on last night because when I was on the air, I says, "Oh no, man, they're going to kill this thing in the morning, right?"
Yeah.
It was a perfect situation to really kill it because what the MO I think that we've seen with the Federal Reserve is that when we went up so fast in February, it seemed like we had 5 or 6 Federal Reserve presidents come out and saying, "Hey, things are going great. Things are going great." The Fed fund futures rate, you know, we know how quick it went up, right?
Yes.
Well, last night, Tom, remember we looked at this yesterday, it was 50%?
Okay.
By 4 o'clock, it was 60%.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I says, oh, here we go again.
Sure.
They're going to send them out. They're going to put them up. Now, what happened, folks, is this, is that when Dudley came out this morning, he wasn't as bearish as the news reports last night.
When you say
he actually had the speech this morning.
Okay.
He had a speech this morning. He had an interview with Mike McGee from Bloomberg, and he was saying that he thinks that 2 more times is applicable this year.
Sure.
Not 3, not 4. You know.
Did he say not 3? Because I saw
He said
100
2.
to 150 basis points, maybe. No.
We'll be right back, folks.
Okay, a couple more. Yeah.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. So let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon's up $9.39. Bezos owns 80 million plus shares. He's getting close to Bill Gates today, because what happens, folks, is that he was $10.4 billion behind him as the richest man in the world. And if we go and we look at Microsoft today versus... So Microsoft is up 4 pennies.
Call it flat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And-
Bezos is up about $800 million in net worth today.
Right. Pretty wild.
It is.
Oh, he's got a long way to go, though. 800 million.
That's
No, that's right.
I think that's 1/10 of the way
Yeah.
in 45 minutes of market activity since you were on the air yesterday.
Yeah. Not bad.
And just looking, so he owns 80 plus million shares of it. And I saw he sold 5,000 shares. So he owns literally almost 81 million, right? It's up there. He sold 5,000 shares, which looks like a meaningless number. But we're just dealing with such staggering numbers. So I said, what is that chump change that he's unloading, right? It's probably just for whatever taxes or some internal type of. That's $4 million, just to put things in perspective of what a dot in the pie it is. Because it's fun when you play with these numbers, right? So he's got 81 million shares.
Right.
If he had 81 million shares of a company that was worth $1, he'd be worth almost $100 million. And he has 81 million shares of a stock that's trading at almost $1,000, which puts things in perspective. We all hope to own 80 million shares of a company that's trading at, seriously, 10 cents.
Exactly.
And you're worth almost $10 million, right?
Right.
Let alone a $1,000 share.
Wow.
And he's got almost 100 million shares approaching. Pretty cool, but that's when you look at it, 5,000 shares.
Yep.
You push it out, you're talking about every 1,000 shares is $800,000. And then 5 of them, you got $4 million. Not
It's
bad.
amazing,
Not
isn't
bad.
It really is.
It is.
And, yesterday, folks, Bezos had at his headquarters in Seattle. I was reading about the story. It's pretty cool. He brought all the big...
I'm not sure they were there yesterday. I heard this story. I think
Was
they're
it the
coming
day
in
before
May.
then?
No, I think they're coming in May, maybe. No? Okay. All the big retailers talking about different shipping sizes and stuff.
That's right.
I think they're coming in May. That's
Kellogg's.
okay. I think that's a planned meeting in the future. But it was getting a lot of press because it was announced yesterday.
I see. Okay. So what his plan is to convince the big box retailers, meaning Kellogg's, General Mills, to rebox their product.
Can you pull up the news as you talk about it? Because you sent it to me.
Yeah.
I read the article that you sent me.
And sell it directly.
Just scroll down a little bit.
Yeah.
Go slow. There you go.
There we go. Okay, so Amazon has invited some of the world's biggest brands to the Seattle headquarters in a bid to have them start shipping products.
3-day gathering in May.
Okay.
That's what, not yesterday. But. They want to cut out the middleman of Walmart, right?
Exactly. They want to cut out Walmart, Target, and Costco.
And it makes sense.
And what happened, folks, is that in this article, they'll show that, it was Walmart, Target, and Costco that cut out all the grocery stores. And they made bigger boxes.
That's Costco, not Walmart. They
Okay.
go in here. That the same thing had to do with Costco and BJ's Wholesale originally. They had to go talk to all these retailers and say, you need to start producing items in bulk that we can sell. It's not really a Walmart. Walmart just cornered the retail market, which is a different, Walmart sells regular sized products that they've been putting out forever. They just sell them at the cheapest price. But Costco had to do the same thing, and Sam's Club. And they had to convince the retailers that there was a market for buying in bulk. And Amazon's looking at what they really talk about in here is that they need to shift the actual packages.
Right.
Because everything is packaged right now for marketing purposes, which it's got to pop off the shelves, as we all know. They talk about things like detergent in there that are designed to be in these flimsy plastic things that are bright and pop on the shelf. Well, guess what? You know what? They should be cutting out places like Publix, Walmart, Stop and Shop, wherever your local retailer is, and redesigning for direct to consumer shipments.
Yeah. And it's an $800 billion category, folks.
Yeah, still dominated by Walmart. And Walmart's a behemoth. They are.
Oh, yeah.
They can start cutting into that. And what they start talking about as well is that, and I don't know if this was in here or I was just hearing this about a similar conversation on maybe Bloomberg Radio. I might have been listening to it. Obviously, with the story on Bloomberg, I'm sure they were discussing it. That what's going to happen is that, so you have Amazon coming out with their own brand, batteries, detergent.
God. Just like the big retailers.
So it's not just about the retailers saying, should we start delivering? Another factor they're going to have to deal with is saying, if the retailers don't start selling on Amazon, then Amazon's going to become a brand of their own, which will then be a competitor. So as a way to cut that off is to say, okay, we'll start working with you. And, they said that it's, they're inviting them for a 3-day summit to bring in their ideas. It's a different approach as opposed to, let's say, Walmart that comes in and says, what's the cheapest you can give us this?
Right.
And just has a hardcore negotiation where they're trying to approach things. And it's smart because it's such a big, I think it's smart. It's just such a big.
It's huge.
It's such a big market that, they should probably be doing anything they can to eat away. And you know what? It makes sense just from a commonsensical standpoint. And that's the thing that was most interesting. It's probably why he sent it to me. I mean, it makes sense. There's no reason this day and age that you need to go to the supermarket. I know you get those things delivered, and there's no reason. And guess what? That means that packaging should change.
My garage has all the shelves already ready for it. Right. My shelves are full already, but they'll be really full.
No, they're going to be less full because they're going to be packaged better.
Yes.
That's what they're not going to be packaged for marketing. That's the problem.
Right.
Everything's, there's no reason anything's all these weird shapes. Why isn't everything in boxes?
Right.
Where you can stack everything in nice little, that's what they're talking about.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Amazing. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at some of the Dow stocks, see what's moving the Dow out here today. So inside the Dow Industrials, putting the strength into it as 3M. That's putting 4.7 points into it. IBM's putting 3 points into it. Taken away from it is ExxonMobil. That's the big one today. Taking 9 points away from it. Goldman still taking 9.7. United Health 7. DuPont 5. JP Morgan 5. Inside the NDX 100. The strength is Amazon. Amazon's up 1.1% or $10. Micron's up 1.1% or 33 cents. Mattel is up 0.9%, taken away from it. Liberty is down 2.7%. Expedia is down 2.6%. Alexa Pharmaceutical is down 1.8%. You want to see something crazy, Tom? Look at this. There was a story on Bloomberg yesterday about the stock. So this is Wins Finance, right? This is a special purpose. It's a lending company. That's what it is, right? So the low for the year is $10. The high for the year is $465.
It says something about China up there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. This is a China stock. Okay. That's
going to add some volatility no matter what we're talking about.
Oh yeah. This is going to be a huge scandal, though. That's what this is shaking out. And they're trying to figure out why this stock could go up. It went up 4,500%.
I mean, that's just the reason why I stress the China part is because if anybody ever said to me, I'm just going to do loans in China.
Yeah.
You should perk your ears up and make sure you know what's going on because, yeah.
Seriously. So watch this, folks. The amazing thing is that, guess what? It's a China stock, but it trades on the NASDAQ. And in November of 2016, it was $27. It gets up to $465, and now it's down to $184. Pretty wild, man.
Definitely.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's down 45. Nasdaq's off 4. S&P's are down 3. We're going to be right back.
If you're looking to unearth a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, consider the new Market-Safe Core Commodity CD from Everbank. This 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 4 equally weighted commodities: gold, copper, WTI oil, and sugar, in one powerful CD. With no pricing caps, you can potentially earn an unlimited upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across semi-annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There's no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. With certain commodities on the rebound, now is the time to take advantage. The March 23rd funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures.
Once more, that's 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is down 45. You get the NASDAQ off 3. S&Ps are off 2.5. Let's go to Lou in Nashville. Hey, Lou, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing, man?
Hanging in there. Look, I shorted Nugget at 980, and just wondering to get out and go long.
I'd close it, yeah. You don't. So he shorted Nugget at 980, folks. It's at 880 right now. So great trade, no doubt. The baby has come down. This is the 4th day in a row it's come down. It was 9. Man, you got it almost at the top. How cool was that? Yeah. I mean, I'd close it. Yeah. I mean, the gold contract has moved. Now the equities haven't moved yet. The GDX has not moved. The GDX is just hanging there. At this point, for today, man, I just close it and, go have a good time for yourself, man.
Just wait and see, right?
Yeah, because what you have is this, if you're going to, you could day trade it. I mean, I guess if you look at the GDX, what you could do is you could say, okay, listen, you're not going to let the GDX go under 2254 for today and see if you can get the run.
Because the Nugget's the direction daily triple of that, right?
Yes. So if we go over to the Nugget again, which he'd close the Nugget and buy it. So simultaneously, if we get
close the buy, I close the Nugget and buy it. But
what happened is that he shot the Nugget.
Okay, just to go the other way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you get a shot 1,000, just buy 2,000. That's going to close the 1,000.
See, that's where I'm. Oh, okay. I'm with you now. Sure.
It's going to close the 1,000, and then you're long 1,000. And the Nugget, what you could end up doing is, just put a stop under 872.
Yeah, right. I like holding it a few days when it's running my direction.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm not quite sure. We're still in window dressing here, so.
Right.
Let's see. So as to over the weekend, I'd be careful. I mean, if the dollar fails, the dollar index is 100.385 right now, right? If that dollar index closes over 100.320, I would close that nugget this afternoon.
Right.
Because what you have with the dollar index, folks, is this: is that it's gone up on lighter volume, but the bottom line is that you're into this bar right now, which is 100.320. And, if it stays into it, it's like, okay, that dollar can be at 101.025. That's the kind of next level up there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what is that going to do to gold if it gets up there?
I suspect it would bring gold back down.
He's short nugget, though.
He's going to,
Okay. You just said stay there, or don't stay there. That's why I got confused. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because everybody understood, that's all.
either way, I'd close the nugget first, right now.
Right.
I'd close the nugget, because the probability is pretty good that gold held and it wants to go higher.
Right. And window dressing still happening on Monday and Tuesday?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're only at the end of the quarter today, so what ends up happening with window dressing is that you have, that's all the IRA money that comes in the market, everything. It's a natural bias to the upside. It doesn't necessarily, what that can do, by the way, is actually help the gold stocks.
They get a little bit separated, though. I know they combine. Window dressing does end at the end of the month, because the way you talk about it, they're dressing those numbers for the end of the closure, whereas then you have IRA and investment money coming in at the beginning of the month, which isn't dressing up the numbers as much as that's just bias buying and money available in the market. Right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I got you.
Okay, man.
Good advice. Thanks.
Thanks,
Have
Lou.
a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go to our man Mike in Somerville. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hi, guys. How are we today?
Happy Friday, Mike.
Tommy, we got snow. I'm looking out the window.
No way.
I heard.
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, I heard they were going to get it.
They were just getting it right at the end of March, maybe, and then hopefully that's it, man. Last day.
You get snow, right?
They're actually talking like a storm tonight. Like I'm talking like some type of accumulation here.
Stay safe, man. Drive safe. That's the bottom line. Be careful out there. Take it easy on the roads.
Hey, I had to wait to call you back, Tom, when I had you too, because you were on that call the other day, and I'm going to actually, I retired yesterday, Tom.
Good for you, man.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. I feel like I'm telling two of my buddies that I'm retiring because you knew kind of what I was kind of asking you the other day. Remember when I had that call and we talked about the bonds and everything?
Yes.
You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was, it was all kind of intertwined, and you didn't necessarily influence me one way or another, but it was basically related to that decision. You know what I'm saying?
Good for you, man. Well, that's a beautiful thing.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah,
Totally.
When the bottom line is that you got the bread.
Yeah, and then just make sure you keep that capital, man. There's nothing like,
exactly.
You can always miss an opportunity, man.
Yeah.
But capital preservation, especially in retirement, man, just keep your eye on it and you'll be all set.
Tommy, remember you said if I had 1,000, if I could make 200, if I could go down to 800, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right.
there you go.
And that's like, they talk about that in a lot of things in life, right? What's the utility of like the extra? Let's say you have the $1,000, right? What's an extra $100 going to do for you versus what's a loss of $100 going to do? And you should always be evaluating that, and that comes into risk reward for sure. There's a lot of, time is, there's a lot of avenues to take a look at that in life.
And then, that has to do, I think it helps your health and everything else. And then if you have your health, you're all set, man. That's because then you can go have a good time.
Well, to extrapolate, right? It's like, you look at the people that, let's say they had a $100 million fortune, right?
Yes.
And they lose it all,
right?
So that's just to extrapolate, to exaggerate, to understand. If that person goes from 100 million to 150 million, right? They're never going to feel the effects of that in their life, most of the time.
Right.
They might enjoy it. They might enjoy their success. But what if they go from 100 million to zero?
Yeah.
They're like, and so, we always are amazed when people fall, whether it's pro athletes, you know what I mean, that you've heard the stories. And it's just take that and put it on a smaller reference.
Right.
And that really demonstrates where it's like, is it worth risking what I have to make more? If making more might not change my life, definitely won't change it to the point if I lose that money or lose whatever I'm risking in the same.
Yeah. But actually, the situation I was in, that number was changing Monday.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? It was even more, that much more significant. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
What I was trying to get from you, Tom, was whether I should go through the downturn and maybe maybe 2, 3, 6 months from now, it might come back to where it was. And you know what? I didn't even want to go there.
Oh, that's
you know
good.
What I mean?
Yeah. No, that's
You know
that's
what?
for
If
sure,
you're
man.
there, Mike, time is more valuable than anything, man.
Right.
So if you're okay and now you have the time to do what you want, man, you're all set.
See, now you come down and visit us.
Yeah.
Have your own show.
And listen, you're always going to be working, man. You know, go find something else you enjoy, whether it's trading or whatever you want, man. Go hang out on the beach and do whatever you like. Exactly.
Well, and you know I have to promise myself one thing. That money that we were just talking about cannot be anything but an investment and safe. It can never
That's
be.
perfect. You get that mentality, man. That's why I said capital preservation,
that's-
especially when you're retired. You know, you can always miss an opportunity, man. You don't lose anything of actual value if you miss an opportunity. Whereas if you're trying to always catch every opportunity, then you're going to have losses that you don't want.
You're right. Tommy, you raised a smart boy there, Tom. You raised a smart boy.
Mike,
All right, guys. Thanks.
thank you so much, Mike.
Have a safe
Have a
one.
good weekend.
You stay right there. You have a great weekend too. You stay right there. Yeah, all that snow up in Boston, folks. Come on down to Florida. It's gonna be. It's only gonna be 75 this weekend.
Is it? That's...
Yeah. Dow right now is down 28. Nasdaq's up 2. S&P's are flat. We're gonna right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you can see right in the front page how to trade the USDA planting report. Now, this report's going to be out today. I'm not quite sure exactly what time it's going to be coming out, but our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, is going to be doing a webinar on this with Rich Anderson. This is going to be this Tuesday night, 6 to 7 Eastern Standard Time. There's a couple different ways. There's 3 different ways that you can come into this report. The first way is that if you're a subscriber of Larry's, the webinar is absolutely free. If you'd like to be a subscriber, you can get Larry's newsletter for a full month, which is Fibonacci 24/7. Only $97. That gets you the full month of Larry's newsletter plus the webinar. Or if you just like the webinar, it's $79. And bottom line is that Larry's newsletter is amazing, and it is 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It should be 24/7, 365.
Exactly, because, folks, that's when the charts come out. There's no doubt about it.
And it will be recorded for anybody that can't make it live, maybe Tuesday night. That'll be archived, of course, for anybody that signs up.
Okay, so check it out on at TFNN. Let's go to Kevin in New York. Hey, Kevin, what's going on?
Hey, guys. Good morning. How you doing?
Morning,
Doing
Kevin.
great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing great. It's Friday. The weekend's coming. What else do you want?
There you go.
Right.
Perfect.
And hey, is it snowing up in New York?
No, I'm actually in Orlando.
Oh, you're all set, man. Yeah.
Thank goodness it's not snowing
It's definitely
there.
not snowing in Orlando.
No, it's going to be like 90, right?
Yeah, totally.
Hey, I'm just kind of as a learning vehicle, I'm looking at Alexion, ALXN.
Alexa Pharmaceutical, yeah.
Yeah, Alexion.
Pharmaceutical. And I've been looking at this. I'm looking at a monthly chart, and I'm thinking it's going to test this December 2016 high volume low, and I wanted to see what you thought.
I would say yes. That's you have what he's looking at is a 109.12, and what's cool about this, folks, is that it's just not one. See, what you have is this. See how we came down on a monthly basis in June of 2016. You're at $110.56. That was a high volume low, 59 million shares. Now watch this. So that's on a monthly. Then you bounce and you go from 110 up to 138, and you only do 30 million. So you're down on 59, you're up on 30. Then what ends up happening? It gets up to a high of 145, barrels down again with 72 million, barrels down again with 75. And then what it does is goes up on 48. So what has happened, because this is a longer time frame, you can always get your probabilities higher because of that, because the aspect is that it just hasn't hit down there once. That is hitting there twice, and you can see what it's doing. It's, basically trying to get into this floor that was established out here from October of 2012 going over to October of 2013. So that's kind of, the take on how that's trading on a monthly. Now, on a daily, what you have is that if you were going to go short this, I would let this try to bounce up to like a 125 or something. What happens, Kevin, is I always like to see, you got the downdraft. I mean, this thing went down from 135 March 6th to 115 March 27th. And on bounces, if it can get, like a good 50% bounce and get into something so you can have your back against the wall somewhere. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I
was actually, and I don't know if I'm going to trade it or not, but just from a strategy point of view, I was going to try to pick a point when it tests that low on the monthly and see if I could play that bounce.
Well, you can. That's a good way of doing it. So what you do is that you wait till it goes down to the low, then you're looking for a rejection of lower price, and in this case, you'd be looking for dramatically lighter volume. And if you get that, then yeah, you get action. Because what happens there, XN. So if we look at that aspect, I believe that's the low we're still looking at right there. So yeah, you get 109 even on the daily. Yeah, you can let it go down there, and you get a rejection of that price. Then that's pretty cool, because then that is also. Let me just pull this back a little bit more. Yeah, that's also the lower end of this consolidation that it's been in since June of 2016. So if it holds, then yeah, you could get a bounce from that 109 going all the way back up to that 126.
Yeah.
You know, the danger in one of these, these bio farmers is that if you do that, make sure you know when they're coming out with their earnings and if in fact they got any big drug trials happening. Yeah,
I know. And anything can happen with these things. Out of the blue, 10% moving. You won't even see it coming.
Well, it will happen. That's why people like them. That's the other side of it. Do you know what I mean? But what does happen is that I remember Bud Rolfs. He was into these big. It's public information when they are doing the trials, when the FDA is going to make a decision. So that information is out there. It's not like it's not out there. You know what I mean?
You usually know the dates that are important.
You do. So then it's up to you whether you want to be in that stock.
At least you know what days might be open to that 10% jump.
Right. Either way.
You don't know what they're going to announce.
Right.
That's correct.
You just know when it might happen.
Right.
All right, cool. I don't know if you got another second, but Gilead's doing a similar kind of thing. I'm also looking at that one.
Yeah, it is. Gilead's been in a downtrend for a long time. Yeah. Let's just pull that back.
And I'm thinking that April 2014 high volume low.
Yeah, that's it. Right. The danger with Gilead would be that you really don't have a floor like you have like with Alexion. Mm-hmm. The floor is much larger with Alexion. If this breaks that 63.50, man, this thing could be down to $28 in a heartbeat.
I see.
Yeah. Do you see how there's nothing in between it?
Yeah, I got you.
That's a little bit different. Alexion does have a floor there, that's traded at a longer basis, like choppiness. This has a floor. I can see the floor like at 63 because it was there, 6 months, but not as clean, ALXN. Let's just put this back up again so you can see kind of what the difference is.
Yep. Yeah, I know exactly. I got it.
See, there's real congestion down at that, that level.
Yep.
Okay, man.
Hey, thanks. I'm learning something every time I talk to you guys. Thank you.
It's a beautiful thing.
Thanks, Kevin. Enjoy Orlando, man.
Have a safe one. Yeah, it's not snowing in Orlando.
Thank goodness.
It's snowing in Boston.
Crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if I remember it being cold on Easter. I'm not sure whether I ever remember snow on Easter in Boston.
You remember snow in April, I'm sure. You lived there for enough years.
Yeah.
You're not out of the woods yet when you're out of March. We know that, They unfortunately, that's why we're down here. But they got maybe one sneaks in there in April. Hopefully, it's always the last.
If we go over to the GDX is finally getting a bid. Up 27 cents, and that doesn't seem like a lot. But you go back over to the Nugget, but you're going to see the Nuggets catching a bid too, up 27 cents. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming right back, and of course, then we're going to have Mr. Basil Chapman. Think or Swim, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. We'll be back this afternoon. You stay right there. Tommy and I come right back, folks.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with hosts Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts, and keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And if we do go back over to the Nadex platform and this trade I'm in right now, so what we're looking at, I'm looking at the gold contract right now. So what I'm actually looking at, I'm looking for a close in gold about the 153. And where I'm going with it, what it's been doing is that it's pushing into this 1248 area. And I need a little more juice. I got some good juice right at 10 past 10 when it got to the high thus far, which is 1249.20. You know, so we'll see where that shakes out.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a daily till 2:30.
1:30.
1:30 in gold.
On Sunday, I mean, in gold it's 1:30. And so if we do look at this right now, we are still
1:30.
It's flat. You know, at this particular point.
Getting a little boost. We're approaching that.
You know the thing that's intriguing here too, though, is that like right now. You know, I put that trade on for $50, and I had a lot more. You know, it seems that I like that trade.
Was there news that came out here?
That was Dudley.
Okay.
That was what happened is that with that interview with Dudley, he wasn't bearish. You know, he was saying, you know, he thinks two of them is reasonable.
Okay.
You know, well, last night, that news was that, hey, you know, this thing is flying. You know.
Sure.
So it was like gold got hit immediately last night.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's when he actually came out and had it, you know, personally, a different deal took place.
So just to put things in perspective, right? You made this trade at 7:42 in the morning. We're now more than 3 hours later, and you only have 2.5 hours left in expiration. Over half of your time has eclipsed in this.
I know.
That's what you're paying for. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? That you were paying for all premium that it's going to be above 1250 by 1:30.
Right.
Well, we're more than halfway there.
Yep.
And yes, it's moved up a lot, but you got in at about under 1245-ish.
Yeah.
And we're only $3 up from there. I'm just putting, as to why that happens. And on a time frame basis, when you're trading a 6-hour option, which is what this is, going in at 7:30 in the morning, it's literally to the dot. 6 hours. If you're getting in at 7:30, it ends at 1:30. You're looking at 6 hours. And we've had 3.5 hours go away, and you only got 2.5 hours left. So that's it's gonna. We talk about Kevin, right? Decay. Decay's not on your side in those 6 hours on this trade.
It's decaying like crazy.
Exactly.
I like the idea that it's a Friday.
Sure.
We'll see where it shakes out, because what you do have, we'll find out. But what you do have is that it's held up, and because the aspect that it's a Friday, meaning that they can hit the gold metals market in a big deal. I'm sure there's plenty of people that are on the other side of that trade, meaning short. And if this hangs up here, I don't think they're going to want to go into the weekend shot if, in fact, gold is up $1 or $2.
Sure.
I mean, they're looking for lower price. Now, if we go over to the dollar, what we're going to see is that the dollar hasn't been able to hold its higher level, and it's going to be crucial as to what we have happening with the dollar here. Right now we're at that 100.290. And the number on the dollar, folks, is 100.320. That's the number you got to keep your eye on.
Where do you get that number from?
That number is the downdraft from the 15th.
Okay,
that's the low of the downdraft. See, we've come into that with dramatically lighter volume, but you need a rejection of price. Because we know how this goes. You can go up forever on light volume.
Sure.
You need the rejection of price simultaneously when that's happening. What we are getting is that we are getting a bid. Let's see what ABX is doing, since that's the largest. So ABX is at 20 cents. No big deal.
That's the largest weighting in the GDX, right?
Yes, it is. Now, what you want to see with Barrick is a close over $19.07, and we're at $19.04 right now. You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be coming up next. Growling a problem with you then. Swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself. Dow down 33, Nasdaq up 3, S&P's a flat. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.